Digimon Survive is finally out after 4 years, and I've been playing it and adoring it, but this has been one of my most hyped games that kept getting delayed, along with Imposter Factory, and part of this is how good this trailer is. So I just want to break down how good this trailer is because I feel it's really underappreciated, especially now that the game is actually out. So first of all, the world in big impact fonts, and then this breaks into leaves, kind of like how a lot of stuff in Adventure is like a man-made structure that gets overtaken by like nature. Also, into the wild as a keyword with that, not the same effect, but it sort of breaks as if it's being covered by vines and plants and stuff. Um, the world getting lost in the wild, nostalgic place. This is all very clearly pointing towards Digimon Adventure nostalgia and Digimon World nostalgia. And I feel like, unlike a lot of the recent adventure pandering, this is the best they've done yet at this. Um, Especially this image right here really understands what makes Digimon special and Digimon Adventure specifically special. And of course, I'm only referring to the Japanese version of that because the dub doesn't even understand that. And what do I mean? Digimon Adventure has a lot of sort of quiet, thoughtful, atmospheric scenes, and I think that's part of what makes that show so good. Sort of this quiet bonding moment where there's slight hints of man, but despite being digital, I guess more in tune with nature than it is about man overtaking nature, which is kind of a paradox the original show doesn't focus on, but it's definitely there. And just the sort of quiet scene of hanging out with your friend. There's danger outside, but you're here together, and it's very much in line with the Japanese version of Digimon Adventure. And I love this art, by the way. And this music drop with this big font, this is also how I know they understand what makes a good Digimon anime, because the one thing that all good Digimon stories have in common is the children being traumatized. Think about it for a second. That's a large part of what causes the character development and adventure, Zero Two, Tamers, Savers. I think a lot of the best parts of like literally any Digimon show is the human characters being traumatized by all the death going around. And that I'm only slightly joking when I say that, but it is completely true. I know there's some person out there being like, but what about Appmon? That one was for the kids. It was so bad. Which, to what point I have to say, you clearly didn't watch Appmon. That show had one of the best final episodes, almost entirely because of how it traumatizes the main character. It's probably the closest Digimon anime to the currently airing Ghost game. Anyways, all the best part about any Digimon anime is basically when the kids are getting traumatized. So making a whole game about children being traumatized and how your choices will affect who lives and dies, that is a genius idea. And also, usually Digimon only focuses on Digimon death. There's not a lot of human child death. The closest we've gotten is like Frontier, Appmon, and Tri, but I won't go too into spoilers for those. Also, maybe Zero Two if you count flashback stuff. We really haven't gotten a lot of human kid death in Digimon, so that also made me morbidly excited. And yeah, this trailer's just really good. Also, I didn't mention how good like the lyrical version of the song is. Like, it's a great title theme. The lyrical version just adds little bit special, and it really separates the first and second half of this trailer. And I just want to take a moment to look at this description because it's kind of depressing. What decisions will you make in 2019? This game got delayed for a while. It even says, if I can click, 2019. Yeah, we waited a while for this game and it kept getting delayed, and they can't even put the right game right here. But yeah, this trailer is really good, and I think it's underappreciated. And don't worry if you want to hear more about children being traumatized in Digimon. Eventually, someday, I'll make a video going much more into that. And otherwise, I feel like I said all I kind of need to about this trailer. Just a really good trailer for a game I'm really enjoying so far. Did I mention how this was only like 10 seconds of the trailer and the rest was story focus? It's almost like this game was never advertised as a tactical RPG. It's always been a visual novel. Alright, see ya.